Hey everyone, Brianna McNerney here for your Tuesday tip. We're trying something a little bit different today. I am not in my office, but I am in the Mount Hope Cemetery in Rochester, New York. I was taking a little afternoon walk. I was inspired, instead of going right back to Avon after an afternoon networking meeting, I was driving by Highland Park and I decided it would be nice to take a little walk. And then my little walk took me across the street to the cemetery, so my walk in the park became a walk through the cemetery. And it got me thinking about what I wanted to say to you guys today. I'm going to try and keep it short. I'm sitting here in Malcolm Glazer's monument, I suppose. Here I'm going to give you a little view round. Hello again. Welcome back. So, as you saw, there are some quotes on the walls in front of me. But as I, walk through the cemetery, I think about time. It's really our only non-renewable resource that we have. People get worried about money, they worry about not having enough of a lot of different things, but at the end of the day, time is the only thing that we can't get back once it's gone. Don't mind the elements here. So, when people are thinking about making big changes in their lives, or talking to someone like me, or even a therapist or psychiatrist, or they're worried about having a doctor's visit, or they're just thinking about making any kind of big changes, I think that one of the biggest things that stops us from doing that is a worry about what's going to come up. Why am I crazy here with the wind? We worry about what's going to come up, like the negative stuff. What's that stuff in our shadow, in the dark side of us that we've worked really hard to keep down there, that we don't really want to let out. And we worry that if we let it out, then we'll never be able to put it back in its box again, or maybe we'll be rejected or exiled because we're so freaking crazy, and once we tell the whole world how crazy we are, they'll never want anything to do with us, or we'll have to risk all of our relationships and all of the respect that we have from others if they find out that we aren't the person that we put out to the world fully and entirely. And I'd like to tell you today that that's just plain not true. We're all pretty crazy on the inside, and there are some things, that hide deep down that are difficult to deal with, that are necessary to growth, that we do have to look at if we want to change our situation, that we do need to look at if we want to be successful, if we want to expand beyond our limits. We have to get all parts of ourselves on board, and that includes the parts that we'd rather not look at. So today, in honor of all of these people who surround me, who are now buried in the ground, who don't have any time left on this earth, though who knows, maybe they're floating around me, maybe they're not, maybe they are just decomposing, who knows. In honor of those people who don't have any time left, I'm encouraging you today to make the most of the time that you have. If you knew that today was your last day on earth, would you be doing the same thing that you're doing right now? I just thought about it, and I think I would still be doing exactly this. I'd still think I'd be making this video for you. And your actionable tip for today, my friends, is to look at the part of yourself that you are rejecting the most right now. Look at the part of yourself that you want more than anything to hide from the rest of the world. I don't know, what is it about you? Maybe it's a little bitchy. Maybe it's a little bitchy. Maybe it's a little slutty, dare I say. Maybe it's a know-it-all. Maybe he's aggressive. Maybe, God only knows. I don't know what it is. You'd have to tell me. Will you tell me? I know that the part of myself I've been trying to embody lately is, I name her the courtesan. she likes to live rich, but she also can get a little bit dangerous for some thrills, which has caused me some trouble in the past. But these parts of ourselves, when we get them on board, it makes a big difference in what we're working towards. It really helps us move forward and get unstuck. And if you need help looking in those areas, if you want a safe space to do it, then I hope you'll get some support. Support's important, and I'd love to support you, or I'd love to point you in the right direction. So today, look at that part of yourself and find an action that you can do to please that part of yourself. What have you been denying that part of yourself that you can give them a little bit of today? It's been lovely talking with you. I hope that you enjoyed this Tuesday tip, and hopefully I will see you next week. Success and love to all. Bye, guys.